Hey, do y'all have any advice on if it is possible to deal with people that claim that they're open minded, but they obviously don't want to hear anything that calls their point of view into question, which is like most people, it seems? This is in no way meant to be a slight. I think we all act jack shit crazy, especially the people that are fine with everything. Or who complain about stuff all the time. Uh, just seriously, I would like a genuine response to this, so I'm just going to read this. Kimberly at Kim B Tech on Twitter. It was very nice to me the other day. She looked at my profile and seemed to be saying that she had the same question that I have, which is, can you know the truth, whatever that is, and be happy? And she has a podcast, and she appears to be a Trump supporter. Um, I tend to, from a gut level, agree with most of the things that Trump supporters like. However, it seems that there's a simple filter in terms of life itself and how information is managed regarding political communication. And it's that it's very easy to say things at a surface level that sound like a good idea, but later we find out it's not. I watched on Reason TV on YouTube where these hand wash car wash workers in New York City fought to have a $15 an hour minimum wage, and they were rewarded with losing their jobs for joining the union and fighting for that, because that whole campaign was paid for by the companies whose job it is to, what's the word? Mechanize. I forget the word. To put machines in those car washes and automate. And now they're in a lot worse position. They can't be hired. They've got, if they do want to work on their own, they have to drive around a trailer on a truck and skirt the licensing and all that kind of jazz to do mobile car washes. And and then the same could be said about the border wall for Trump. I mean, sounds like a good idea to me. If we all have to follow these Nazi laws, well, then everybody should have to follow these National Zionist Socialist laws here in the land of the free. It's free to be dumb. You know what I mean? That there's nothing racist about saying we should all have to follow the same rules. It's totally ridiculous to depend on either the left or the right and to support the system in any way, since it's owned by the ruling class who can murder people and just pay off a lawyer. But I don't know what people see from their perspective, why they continue to support politics in the news, which is about the equivalent of full-grown adults believing in pro wrestling. Anyway, my point is I'm not trying to be mean. Just how would you respond to this? Because it's like, I don't want to waste energy and time uh, trying to communicate with, share information with people that they don't want to hear. But heck, I wouldn't have any interaction if I didn't deal with the hassle of that. If I want to be honest and whatever, try to do the right thing. So, Kimberly says that Bernie is anti-American. He wants to end the sovereign states and create a socialist state. And she has retweeted James Scott, Bernie 2020, who says that Dr. King once said the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. I wholeheartedly agree. Here I am. And I said, did you know this was the original way that people pledged their allegiance to the U.S. flag? That the pledge was written by a socialist minister who never wanted a civil war to happen again? Trump is a Zionist socialist. His America is a corporate international brand he markets. And then we see of directing one's hand in loyalty, like was done in Rome, to the U.S. flag. And of course, America is the successor to Rome. Kimberly says, I don't believe that meme. Not even going to look it up. Looks stupid. The pledge is accurate, and to the republic for which it stands. Progressives in the U.S. were definitely an inspiration for the Nazis. So, I mean, you know, what do you do? I mean, this person is bragging that they're not going to look to see if what I said is true or not. Then they're going to call it a meme. I wish I could beat the shit out of people for using fucking jargon and thinking that they're intelligent. Oh, it's a meme. It's a meme. Oh, you mean a parody? Fucking the whole, I don't know. Any fucking revolutionary. What do you don't like? Cartoons? Yeah, the Family Circus. Google Files app has identified this as a meme. You should remove it to save space and to allow yourself to live another day before the AI drones shoot you in the face. I mean, it's a meme. Well, yes, a meme? Come on, fuck you. You know what I mean? It's a fucking picture with words. Good Lord. Well, the alt-right likes to use memes. Anybody that disagrees with me is a troll. These are genius concepts I learned from both the alternative media in the digital ghetto of social media, as well as the valuable time I spend consuming corporate propaganda via MSNBC. They notified me that if I see words and a picture at the same time, it is known as a meme, according to experts at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Oh, my accent has become some kind of a British parody, when really I should just sound like anybody that likes Instagram, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, well, what do you do? We're in an info war. I mean, should I just, learn computer programming to harass people with information? I mean, should I become a medieval mute? And thrash myself with USB cords and wear a hoodie, a Supreme hoodie, and walk the streets? What do I have to do? Well, Chad, you just don't engage, you just quit wasting your time on social media. I mean, that was just a mistake that we fostered this cult to encourage you in a lifelong pursuit of learning and communication with others. You just need to play video games, something like that. I mean, obviously, well, okay. So it's not nothing's obvious. What I have done is to deal with what appears to me to be thinking straight, which is to notice that the world is just one continuous walking contradiction on steroids after another. Something that I picked up from my early years in various Christian education cult systems. One day it's Catholic school, it's next it's Baptist, then we got Assembly of God, speaking in tongues, just a cavalcade of horse crap before I entered the ultimate tome of stupidity of public education, and then went on to get my degree in online bullshitting. Back from a Cub Scout camp with my son. He's 9. And, paradoxically, as anarchist as I am, I really like the scouting organization because, they've got to paint by numbers. Here's how you have a tribal organization. You got a den, a pack, and here's a vague outline of some idea of virtues. You might want to, go outside at some point, appreciate what nature has to do. You might want to exercise. You might want to cook some food. You might want to learn how to be thrifty and cheerful and, whatever. It's totally open to whatever your interpretation of God or whatever is. I think it's been awesome. The girls that are involved seem to appreciate it a lot more than the youth. So my point is, I say the Pledge of Allegiance. I appreciate that. What I don't appreciate is people that wear MAGA hats or pink pussy hats or are just total posers that just oh, hey, cool concert t-shirt. How was that concert? Oh, I didn't know. I just bought this off of eBay. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I just talk about vague, shallow concepts of respecting America. But I mean, if I were to actually have to be a link in the chain of defending freedom of speech or the right to bear arms, oh hell no, I don't want to do that. God, get Trump to call on big tech, who he just said was censoring the alt-right, to now protect us and to decide who should own a firearm. Well, Chad's tone of voice at UTC 00 : whatever didn't fit with our established parameters, so we had him derezzed, similar to the 1982 Disney Tron movie that he loved so well. So they're gonna hate me. This person's probably gonna hate me for doing this video. How mean, how dare anyone take my words and use them against me? How dare somebody make fun of the fact that I was bragging that I'm not even going to look it up? It's stupid. I don't believe it. I'm in a faith. I'm in the cognitive dissonance cult that 98% of the humans are in, Chad. I mean, come on. Here are your choices. You get a MAGA hat. Okay. You can learn computer programming. You can be a landscape engineer or janitorial engineer. These are your options. You can shoot people on the street without asking questions. We've got several enforcement positions open for you. So the only thing worse than being around people that are in this corporate Borg hive mind are being around these independent people that just like that think that they're in some rebellion. But all of these points of view, including the snarkiness you hear in my voice, right, that I picked up from, various 80s movies as a child, I'm sure. And the, info warriors of the alt-right of Alex Jones, that is where Trump went on his show to become the president. Then, nothing says mindfuck like courting the people that believe that 9/11 was an inside job, and then agreeing with the FBI. Yes, anyone who doubts, even questions the government, or certainly that questions Israel, these various people that dominate that state in America and all the rest of the nations, these bogus corporate concepts. Anybody that questions that, okay, verboten. You're in Dallas who wishes to maybe wonder how fair it is that the state of Israel just ruthlessly takes over the Palestinian territory and kills those people, just shoots them with a sniper gun, as shown to us paradoxically by the UN, which is also, like Israel, owned by the House of Rothschild, of which, many Jewish people can't stand that crap either. And it certainly has as much to do with some redneck Baptist and the American flag and all that as anything. It's just like logical averse people. What do you do? What do you do? These people pretend, it's just concerning to me because, like, the way it looks right now is like the left looks completely ridiculous. The loony left. We're going to go after impeachment again, where it's all about Russia and Trump. There's nothing that America does, or the Democratic Party certainly, that they do is within question at all. It's all Trump, Trump, Trump. You either love you love Trump, or you hate Trump. Those are the two choices. We're creating a magical vortex of emotional bull jive. Just, does anybody want to play with me after I've kind of, pissed off 98% of the people? I figure there's a good 1% and there's a bad 1%. And all that 98% in the middle, they're there to keep life interesting. And I really am trying to give thanks for all things. Like I've learned from the Christian tradition, like I'm learning from Marcus Aurelius and his Stoic point of view as well. But I mean, is anybody having fun and like serious at the same time? Do they have any tips about that? Like, I think it would be cool to just throw in a monkey wrench and have a third point of view to deal with the Trump love hate derangement worship syndrome foundation. Thank you.